Good afternoon, everybody. Myself Kishore, and here is Information Media. And we have a special guest. He is from the University of Milan. It's Professor.
Alessandro Vescovi.
Okay, sir. Welcome, sir. Sir, this is your first trip to this place?
This is the first time I have the pleasure to be here, indeed.
Not in India.
No, this is my 10th trip to India.
Okay.
In my life. I started coming to India in 2005 after 7 years. I had been studying Indian culture for 7 years, and after that I thought I was entitled to a trip. And I've been coming ever since. I've got a lot of friends here in India. So.
Okay, sir. So you are influenced by the Indian culture and tradition, and so
very much so, very much so. I first got interested in India reading one book by R.K. Narayan, and I never stopped. So, in fact, at the university, I was doing something different. I was working on English modernism, and then I was, kind of stabbed by that book, and I decided, no, from now on, I am going to do something different, and that's how I turned from English literature from England to English literature from India.
Okay.
And I've got a lot of students, and I've got a course which is called Anglophone Writing, and basically I've hijacked it, Anglophone Writing, focused on India only, and I've got a lot of students there, and there's a lot of interest for whatever comes from India in Italy.
Sir, you have worked in the European literature also, Victorian literature also, whatever mentioned over there, and you also study, get the knowledge from India. Like as you said that you love the Indian tradition. Okay, out of three actually, sir, in which literature, whether it's European or Victorian or it's Indian literature, how just you distinguish this self? How just differentiate?
Well, literature, in fact, is never only national. Yes. Every masterpiece of literature is a word piece. So there's hardly any problem when it comes to that. Certainly, you need a regional knowledge to interpret, but literature per se does not belong to India or to England or to any place in the world. So that's how I go about it mostly. And I decided to specialize in Indian literature, which means that I've been studying Indian culture in order to interpret and to translate these works into knowledge for my students.
Okay. One more thing actually, sir, just I want to know that my viewers actually, they want to know about the field of works actually. Have you published any books, sir, from your side?
Oh yes.
Yes, have you written any book?
Well, I published one monograph on Amitav Ghosh.
Yes.
All of his works have been reviewed and discussed. I had the pleasure to meet the author, so we discussed a number of issues together, and that book is an outcome of my research and discussions with Amitav Das. And then, then I published, yet another book on Amitav Ghosh together with Ashish Dey. We put together a collection of essays. And my next book, which is forthcoming, is on Hindu religion and contemporary literature.
Sir, Italy has the importance of the culture, okay, and the beauty, like that fashion. It's famous for that, and also for the cinema, sir. What is the position of literature, Italian literature?
It's a bit difficult for me to talk about cinema, in fact,
yes.
Because I'm not very proficient in that. I mean, I am a cinema goer like so many others. I kept that as a something that I do in my spare time. I don't study cinema, so it's a bit difficult for me to answer this question. But anyway,
tell me about the position of literature.
Position of
literature means language and literature, some Italian literature, how it is been recognized by the people here
in Italy.
In Italy.
Well, Indian literature in Italy is very popular. Okay. Very popular indeed. I mean, there are some authors or some books that get translated into Italian even before they appear in English. So it just gives you an idea how vital and vibrant is the whole thing. and we have 3 or 4 national publishers who are specialized in Indian literature, and other more general publishers who from time to time publish Indian literature. So there's a lot of choice for those who want to read that. And there are blogs and reader communities discussing and focusing especially on Indian literature. So yes, there's a lot of interest in that. There is not at the moment, I cannot say that Italian literature is very much influenced by Indian literature, except the most famous writers like Salman Rushdie or that kind of things. Otherwise, I cannot say that there is an influence of Indian literature onto Italian literature so far. But I am confident that is going to happen in the future.
Yes. We have also a beautiful song that is highly appreciated by all over the world, Bela Ciao. Bela Ciao. So
that's a very political song.
But it's quite accepted for all of the people due to that Netflix series Money Heist. So we have with sir, how just your feeling?
Well, in Italy, we Jai Ho was very famous a few years ago.
Jai Ho. Okay, there's A.R. Rahman's masterpiece. So, sir, this is the first time in this tribal district. It's a tribal district. Okay, the 52 tribals are living here. 52 different types of tribals are living. It's a bold step taken by our Vice Chancellor, sir. So, how do you feel that the conference will just help to establish?
Well, academic conferences find it a bit hard to translate into actual practice. I believe they are kind of necessary, but it takes a while before whatever is said in an academic conference translates into politics and percolates to the world out at large, so to say. But definitely it's very important that we bring up these topics, that we discuss these things, that we are conscious of whatever is happening and the situation. It's very good that tribals are getting recognition, both political and especially cultural. Because Amitav Ghosh has a very nice phrase in his novel Gyan Island. Academics are very interested, especially leftists, of what is about tribals' bellies, but they don't care much what is in their heads. And we have to subvert that. So the academy must take cognizance of what is in the tribal's head. And this is a wonderful occasion to do this.
Just to inform our audience, most of our tribals' stories and their histories are written by the non-Indians here before the independence, by Germans or by English people or by French people. Okay, they have visited over here, and they have written a lot of things about their culture and all. Sir, you came here, you have given us time, and it was a very good meeting.
My pleasure indeed.
Yes, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.